Thank you for choosing PMO Compliance.ai. Let's take a few moments to see how this application works. To begin, every page in this application has a How This Page Works link. Use this link to answer your questions at any time if you feel lost or need a reminder of how to get the most value out of any feature on a page. As an overview, the PMO Compliance.ai application operates just like a project would. Create a stakeholders list, create a project, create a list of deliverables, create a timeline, track the deliverables, report the outcomes, and provide regular reporting. The original user that has registered and paid for the service has been created as the client administrator. Think of this user as the account super user. The client administrator will have permissions to create all the other users. The client administrator will need to create the directors, the project managers, the project coordinators, product owners, and all other stakeholders in the system. An easy-to-use upload feature is available, so users do not have to be created one by one. Next, group your stakeholders into teams. Create at least one project management team, a product management team, and a management team. If you have specialist teams, create those as necessary. Assign users to these teams. This will be helpful if you have a large PMO organization or a large organization in general. When you start assigning stakeholders to projects, having groups will make this process much easier. Next, define your PMO compliance deliverables. The PMO Compliance.ai application will be preloaded with a comprehensive set of compliance deliverables that will suit a variety of project types, as well as a set of deliverable groups. Review these first before creating your own, as they may meet your needs, or feel free to upload or manually create your own. Deliverables are defined by either an activity or an actual deliverable. The sort order you apply in the deliverable section will propagate throughout the application, displays, reports, and email communications. Deliverables have cadences, not specific dates. Since compliance is based on regularity, periods, or milestones, and not specific dates, you set a suggested cadence here. Next, create the projects. It will be useful to create project groups first. Think of project groups as your portfolios. Some example groups could include enterprise projects, platform engineering, cloud software projects, legal compliance projects, and so on. When you create projects, you will assign the key stakeholders you created earlier, and you will assign your deliverables that you created in the previous step. Projects have start dates and end dates, and the deliverable dates will be set in the next step. At this stage, you have your stakeholders list. You have teams defined, you have a list of compliance deliverables, and a list of projects, each with a set of compliance deliverables and suggested delivery cadences. Let us next create the Service Level Agreement, or the SLA. The Service Level Agreement is a contract between the PMO and specifically the project manager and the product owner, in which the deliverables and cadence is agreed to and documented in the system. This agreement is solidified in the contract called the Service Level Agreement, or the SLA, document, and is stored in the PMO Compliance.ai system. It's sent as artifacts to the key stakeholders for their evidence. Contracts are negotiable and should be negotiated. The PMO Compliance.ai system provides a simple interface that allows the project manager to present the deliverables to the product leader and adjust the set of deliverables and delivery cadences, create a series of drafts and communicate or exchange these drafts, and then commit to a final version. Once the final version is committed to, the PMO Compliance.ai application does allow for new versions to be created, because conditions can change and new agreements may be necessary. The application will track every version and every change, with all versions being available at any time for inspection. When the project begins, the project manager, project coordinator, or project team will need to know which compliance documents are due on which dates in order to remain in compliance. This is where the strength of the PMO Compliance.ai application really provides value to the PMO team and the project team. The Workbench page provides several intuitive views that enabled logged-in users to immediately identify what compliance activities or deliverables are due today, in the future, or in some cases past due. In most cases, clicking on the item will allow the user to mark the item complete and to upload evidence in a drag and drop manner. Limitations in upload size will be enforced. The workbench page is designed to be user-specific for the logged-in user and will focus on the projects and deliverables assigned for the specific logged-in user. While the workbench page will load with a user-specific view of deliverables and activities for assigned projects, the dashboard project provides an overview of projects across all users. This page gives a high-level view of the project. Use this page to determine project health related to the compliance deliverables. Remember, this is about compliance deliverables and the health and performance of the PMO team. If you are logged in as the client admin or as a product owner, you will see a menu item called the Product Owner Dashboard. This is a restricted page because it will contain sensitive information about the project. This page will be focused on the health of the project compliance health, the performance of the PMO team from a product owner's perspective that will allow them to communicate to the PMO leadership in a way that enables the success of the project delivery. This includes a report card function that describes the performance of each stakeholder's compliance activities, an AI-generated risk factor that determines project risks and health, an AI-generated cost and timeline risk factor, and several other predictive factors that enable the product owner to make decisions that drive the project towards a successful delivery. If you are logged in as the PMO director or the client admin, you will see a menu item called the PMO dashboard. This is a restricted page because it contains sensitive information about the projects, the product owners, the individual team members, derived financial information, risk and forecasting information, and other critical information that should not be shared with the general stakeholders. This reporting information will be critical for the PMO director to provide reports to executive leadership to describe the health of the PMO office and be used for budgeting, strategic hiring, and overall directional decisions. The information in the PMO dashboard all but eliminates the need for spreadsheets, reporting, and PowerPoints for the next board meeting. In summary, this is the overall function and power of the PMO Compliance.ai governance and delivery application and reporting function. This application will bring value to your organization, reduce the complexity of your current processes, and increase the transparency of your reporting and increase the accountability of your team in front of all of your stakeholders. I know you will both enjoy using the application and appreciate the amount of time that has gone into developing this application. If you ever encounter an issue, please use the Submit a Bug button found in the user profile window, and we will investigate immediately. I thank you again for choosing the PMO Compliance.ai application, a highly specialized tool designed to track the compliance deliverables and activities of the project management office.